welcome back to the channel. So just on a whim tonight, my wife's working, it's just me and Connie, and we've got Rambo the dog with us as well. We're going to go out, we're going to have tea in the van tonight. It's a lovely night, and over the last few weeks me and Connie have done quite a considerable amount of changes to the van. We like to think we've just spruced it up for this year's adventures really. So yeah, we've got quite a lot to show you with regards to the van. A lot of the stuff going on my channel recently has been a lot of motorbikes and motorbike maintenance and stuff like that, but the van's still on the go. So what we're going to do is we're going to cook tea in the van, we're going to give it a wee bit of a tidy up because it is quite a mess in the back there, and then what I've decided we're going to do, although I've still got a couple of jobs still needing finished off, I'm going to give you a little van tour today, just to show you some of the changes that we've already made. Look at those baby swans, how cute are they? Right, so it was a nice wee walk round that pond there today. So Connie's decided that time's knocking on and it's time for tea. So what we're having is, we're going to fry off these medallion steaks, got a packet of instant mash, and that's kind of as glamorous as it's going to get. And then as you can see here, we've got the cherry Pepsi Max on the go as well. So Connie, there's yours, this one's mine. And what we've just discussed is, I was looking for a frying pan to do these steaks in, and then of course I need a pot to make the mash. But look at the size of my pot, guys, it's absolutely massive, eh? So I think in sometime soon I'm going to pop into some shop and get a smaller pot, because I think it would just lend itself to making cooking a wee bit easier rather than using that big pot all the time. But yeah, so I'm just going to crack on and start tea, guys. So, oh, now you put the water on the boil, eh? Guys, would you look at this? Just knock this up. Connie's ready to get tucked in. Looks the damage. Right guys, so I said earlier on in this video that we were going to do a little van tour, me and Connie, because we've done so much work in the van. But we've just had our tea, we've tidied up a wee bit, we've decided we're going to do a wee bit of shopping, couple of things to do today. So we'll pick up the rest of this video a couple of days from now, and we'll do the van tour then when we've had a chance to sort of sweep out the van and everything. There's no point in showing you in its messy estate. So we'll be right back. 2 days later. So here we are guys, another brilliant day. We're just here on our local beach. This is St Andrew's Beach. We call this West Sands. We're just going to have a little bit of a dog walk today, and then when we get back to the van, we're going to give you a little bit of a guided tour, let you see what's been done to the van, have a wee walk around it, and basically talk you through all the stuff that we've been doing this year. Right, so we're back guys from a fairly lengthy dog walk. We went right along the beach and then up onto the road and right along the road there. I don't know how far it is, but my feet are absolutely killing me. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to get Connie to record me. Excuse my dishcloth there, it's just blowing in the wind a wee bit. I'm going to get Connie to record me and I'm going to show you around the van here. Right, so starting at the back of the van here, I've got a couple of signs there on the door. So this is the cupboard door just into the bed in there, but that's accessible a couple of ways. There is a panel that I've not got in here just now, and it's kind of the same as this one on this side. So it's got all my various sort of badges and various stuff on it. But I've taken that out because I've been doing a little bit of modifications to the top of the bed. And I'll talk you through that actually just now. So I'll pull that away. And basically all it is, just rest that on the cushion there. Basically all it is this section of the bed here. you can lift that up now, and it just allows you access to whatever you've got stored underneath. But that brush out of the way. We'll not go into that in too much depth. It's a fairly simple setup. So this bit that's painted there, that flaps up. The rest of the bed panels, they need to receive the same sort of paint. So it's a work in progress, I'm not finished. So we'll just fold that back over and we'll get the cushion back up. So yeah, everything that you need for sleeping is stored underneath there, along with the extra cushions to go on this side of the bed when you fold it over. So yeah, I do need to finish this, and I do need to paint the rest of the bed, but like I say, it's not quite finished yet. So this cupboard here, this allows you access into the back here. I've got a chopping board, and I've put a couple of things for tonight's tea in behind that chopping board for tonight. A bit of flooring no finished off. You can see there, I've got the different flooring down now. I do still have some of the sticky tiles. I'll be finishing that cupboard off, but when I did it, I didn't have enough time to finish that, and I need to empty everything out to get it done. So it does need a wee bit of a sweep and everything, but for now, that cupboard there is basically for pots, pans, plates, all the big utensils and everything that you need for cooking in the van. Above here, just behind this, I'll shut this door. Just here, if you come round here with the camera. Excuse the mess, as you can see we've obviously been feeding Rambo and that, so we've got some dirty stuff up here. But we've got the microwave in here, so it isn't powered up just now. There is an inverter at the bottom here. And just to show you that this is all plugged in. Obviously it's not been used, but basically we can fire that up anytime we need it. Rambo out. Rambo. Obviously, have you stopped it? No. No, that's fine. Rambo obviously wants to be in the video today, so that's fine. But yeah, so this is obviously access to the same cupboard that we've looked at from the back. So it is catching on the floor. You can see that it is scuffing a bit, but okay, we'll just leave that as it is just now. Inside this cupboard, this is where we house the gas and the water, and there's some electrics and everything there as well that are going up to this panel. So yeah, that's kind of cleaning stuff and everything's kept in that cupboard also. This cupboard's had a little few changes made. It used to just be a hole in the wall kind of that we used to put cans and that in. So I have fabricated, I've cut up a couple of chopping boards just to make these doors. So inside here I now keep my skinny biscuit, various different types of foods and that's in there, and easy access to bowls for when we're having something that requires a bowl. So yeah, that's basically, it is turning into a bit of a junk cupboard, but it's kind of handy having the doors on there because it means people don't see in, and you can put all sorts of jazz in there and it doesn't make the van look cluttered. Up here we've got our Dometic sink and cooker unit. Just like you see in many vans, it does need a bit of a clean, so we'll get that shot up. The van has been getting used of late, so it isn't pristine. Just at the back here, this is where you see in many of the videos Connie will sit here. So she's got this, again, another one of these chopping boards. We just utilise that as a table. Got these little brackets online and they just pop away. I do have another set of these brackets, and the plan was actually, I did have, in one of my videos I had a pop-up table there, and it was hiding the hole that I'd cut out in this unit here. But it didn't really gel with me because when you tried to fold the bed over, it was all catching, it was sticking out too much, so that didn't last long at all. I think I used that in one weekend trip. But I have got two more of these brackets, and I was thinking that I might set up a table that folds down and kind of hides the microwave away. But that'll be a modification in the future. I've not quite got around to how I'm doing that yet. As for my cooking my gas, sometimes you just want to boil a kettle, turning the gas on, waiting on the gas heating up the water. It kind of can take a bit of time. If you've got this door open and the back door's open, and you kind of, it gives you a crosswind, I find it blows the gas out a wee bit sometimes. So what I decided to do was get the electric kettle, as you can see here. And I've got a lead, just plug straight into the inverter. We can just boil the kettle there, and it means you don't have to turn the gas on if you're not actually cooking. So I found that to be a big upgrade, and we've been using it quite a lot. Here we've still got the 3-seaters in situ here, so although the van's a short wheelbase and it's a low roof, it's still got the 6 seats with seat belts, and it just, to me, it makes the van more usable. Not just as a leisure vehicle, but for going away with the family and that, you know, having these extra seat belts means that just you can use the van for more types of days out and stuff as well, and take everybody with us. So that's been quite good. For the back doors, if you can just pan round there, I'll keep talking. We've got Fuel Lagoon window covers now, and they've made a great difference, because we used to just put sheets up of like silver insulation stuff, and we used to tuck it into the window rubbers with magnets. But the Fuel Lagoon ones, you can come back round to me. Okay. The Fuel Lagoon ones that we've got on the back doors, they've been so good that I'm going to get a set for these 2 sliding doors as well, and just kind of keep them up most of the time really. I don't take the ones off the back windows now, just leave them there quite a lot. And if we're needing some light into the van, obviously you're stopped up, you open the doors, you've got the curtains there on the kitchen window, and then at the bedroom side as well, and then obviously this curtain here, this separates the front cab. Connie sleeps in there. She's also got this here is actually an inflatable mattress, and it's so easy to blow up. You know, you can just blow it up without a pump. You can just like blow air in it with your mouth, and it's kind of little capsules of air, and it makes sleeping along the front seat so much more comfortable for her. So yeah, this was a good purchase. This, but we've got the thinsulate or like insulated window covers that go around the front as well. So when the window covers are all on and this curtain's all shut, kind of gives Connie a little bit of privacy in the front there. And she's also got this light here that we can adjust into the front or the back, and it's just hooked up. It's just a wee single LED, 3 watts, hardly uses any power at all. So we did have one on either side, but the one on that side appears to have popped its LED, so I've removed that for now, and I'm going to sort of incorporate a different type of light there. I think the different lighting systems throughout the van kind of lends itself to like getting used in different conditions. So if it's really dark outside and you're wanting to light up the van fully, these little single LED 3 watt lamps, they're not going to do any good. So I think on that side, what I'm going to do in the future is get one of the light bar LED things, just give the van more light when you're kind of trying to do stuff. So yeah, that's a change in the future. I've also got a little 3 watt light up there, and I do still have a couple that I've no wired in anywhere, because I was going to have them here and there, but like I say, I think I'll change the lighting system again, just to improve the van a little bit. The fridge hasn't been moved. The fridge is still at this end here. Been using the fridge quite a lot. The only complaint I would have about the fridge is that although it runs on 12 volt, it does appear to use quite a lot of power. And I've been putting it on while I've been driving, and like so today we had that 2-hour walk and I left the fridge on because we've got the solar now, and I thought it'd be fine. But when you get back, the battery system's saying 11.6 volts with the fridge on, so you can only leave it on an hour or 2 just to get it cold again. But we did crack open lemonades when we got back, and they were so cold that yeah, the fridge works, but I think a wee upgrade in the future would be a compressor fridge, definitely. I know people that have got the compressor fridges, they can leave them all the time, and it would just make the van more usable for us as well. So that's definitely one for me to think about. We'll go outside the van, and I'll take the camera myself and let you see the solar setup. So I'm not going to show you exactly, but I've actually got down the front there, I've got mounted a Victron MPPT solar controller, and it's 120 amp or something like that. and it seems to be working really good. There's an app for your phone, you can check what the usage is and that. I'll put a screenshot in here and let you see how that looks. But yeah, it's been fairly simple. I'm going to stop here and start recording again when I'm upstairs up on the roof and let you see the panel. Right, so here we are guys, this is my solar setup. Not easy for me to record up here because obviously I've not got any steps. So we've got I believe 100 watts maybe, energy. I don't know if it's 100 or a 200 watt panel, maybe 150, but either way, I've got a panel up here and it seems to be doing the job. I didn't check out the specifications of it. It was a gift, so just happy to have one on the roof now, getting some charge into the batteries. So what I did was, you can see there, I've got a couple of bolts, so it is held in quite securely. It's secured front and back, and the bolts just go through the roof into a threaded section, tighten on quite good, and I've used some sort of adhesive putty as well, just on the feet of the panel itself. The electrics come in through a hole that was already in the roof, and there is a gland for it. The electrics come down inside the panel, just basically inside this panel here that's behind the door, where the seat belts go. Got the electrics inside there, and they just come out at a fine place just to go straight into obviously the system for the batteries is under these seats there in the back. So that's been working quite well, and you know, it feels quite good to have what feels like a never-ending supply of power. And although as just said, I don't know what the wattage of the panel is, you know, I do see a lot of these self-built vans, and I can't help but wonder what the hell are they powering in there. Like, they've got so many panels on the roof. Yeah, they're maybe running their fridges and stuff all the time, but you'd be creating so much power. I just don't see the need for it. And obviously everybody's vans are different. I don't know, that's maybe like Blackpool illuminations inside some of these vans. I don't know. I'm running a water pump. My fridge is on occasionally. I know that I've not got a compressor fridge, but it's just lights, a microwave, a power inverter, maybe a kettle. I don't know why people spend so much money. You know, they've got these DC to DC like Victron controllers and everything. I've got a split charging relay that's maybe 30 quid or something on online. I just can't get my head around it, you know. And I have spent a wee bit of money on the solar panel, and well, no, the solar panel was a gift from my wife. I know that they're not cheap. The Victron controller as well, again, not cheap. It's not been like a Chinese kit that you see online. These solar controllers I don't think are very safe. They've not got any thermal cut off or anything like that, and I think they're a bit sketchy to say the least. But at the same time, I do appreciate that when you look at other people's vans, I think the expense that people have gone to is absolutely ridiculous. A leisure vehicle like this doesn't have to cost you an arm and a leg. It can be done a little bit cheaper and still be safe. So here's inside my van then guys. We've got the TV there, and that's just running off an Amazon Fire Stick. So we've got all the programs that we've got at home. That wee light that we were talking about as well is above the telly there, as you can see. So that's just switched off of this little control panel that's down here. And that gives you a readout as well of what your battery status is. Obviously 13 volts, I mean it's healthy enough, but like I say, we've had a lot of stuff running today. But I mean, although it's still healthy enough, that's what I'm saying. Why would people need so much power? I'm probably going to go on and on about that, but just can't get my head around it. Anyway, so that's pretty much it guys, a wee quick walk around the van, eh? I'm sure those of you that have watched the channel before can see the evolution of this little camper van, and it is coming on bit by bit. It has taken a wee bit of time, and some of the things that I do I decide to change at a later date. So there's been like different stages in this van's build, if you like, but it's one of these things, I feel like they're never done. You're always going to think of things that you want to change, and that's the whole joy of having something that's self-built. If you decide to rip something out and put something else in, you know exactly how it's been fitted in the first place, so it's easier to take out and modify, if you like, to do that. I mean, I get a lot of enjoyment out of that, and a lot of enjoyment from using the van, and it just feels quite satisfying that it's something I've put together myself. If any of you are thinking about doing a van, I would highly recommend it. There's so much tutorials on how to do things as well online that whenever you're stuck, you know, there's always an answer out there for you. You don't necessarily have to come up with a solution yourself. So it's no too late. Just get out there, get a van, start enjoying days out, excursions, family holidays, and that's what they're all about. I hope you've all enjoyed this video. I'm going to end it here. I'm going to get the cooker on the go, get tea made for tonight. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one, guys. Bye for now.